Hi, good morning guys. Welcome to Saxons Strongman Saturday. Today I'm going to run you through 5 different movements and I'm going to teach you how to do them safely, effectively, and most importantly, safely. So, first piece of equipment here is called the XY. This red thing weighs 100 pounds and our movements with this today is going to be a carry and an overhead press. This big thing here is called a yoke. Essentially, you load up weights on the pins and you stand underneath it, you pick it up, and you walk back and forth. And this is a sled. Today we are going to be pulling and pushing this sled. Load up weight there, and then push and pull. So, first piece of equipment. The most important thing for all of these lifts is going to be able to breathe and brace properly and safely. Because without a strong core, you can fail on all of these lifts, and that's where injuries start to happen. So the first thing you're going to do to lift this up off the floor is you're going to tilt it one way, like this. You're going to pick it up from the side here, and then you don't lift with your back, you lift with your legs. So before you lift, you're going to take a deep breath in to your stomach. So essentially you're going to feel like you brace how you're going to get punched in the stomach, and that causes you to brace, and you breathe into that, and it causes your entire core to tighten up. And once you have that tightened, you can go down and you lift with your legs. You're going to bring it up to over your chest. You don't want to hold it down here because it's much harder to breathe when you have it down here. But also, when you start fatiguing, you'll start leaning forward, you'll drop this, and that's where you can hurt yourself, drop it on your foot, or something like that. Now, to transition from this to an overhead press, with strongman it's funny. Essentially, you have to bend your back here, here, and then you're going to breathe and brace again. Overhead. When you have overhead, you're going to bring your face and your head through your arms, back down again, let go, catch, and then slowly drop to the ground. Now for the yoke, it's essentially the same concept as picking a squat up out of a rack. So you want the rack to be about shoulder height or armpit length. There's 2 ways you can use to pick this up. You can either go high bar, which would be up here on your back, or a lower bar position. It's ultimately what's most comfortable for you. So when you get underneath the yoke, you want to lock yourself in really tightly. Hold it essentially like you're doing a squat. And as you go to lift, you're going to breathe and brace again, and then activate your legs with power and stand up. And that's how you pick up the yoke. Then when you start walking with the yoke, you don't want to let all the air out in one go, because then you're going to get gassed and you'll lose your brace. So when you pick up the yoke, when you start breathing with it, it's little breaths throughout the entire movement. So do it. And that'll be able to allow you to keep going. So essentially it'll look like this. So you want to let that air out slowly. That way you don't lose your brace. Now for the sled pull, it's fairly simple. You want to get down to almost a squat position, 90 degrees. And then you're going to lock your lats and then walk back. And then to push a sled, if you're up here, it's going to be much harder than if you're down here. So you want to start as low as possible. You want to keep a straight back, and then you're just going to push. And those are the 5 movements for the Strongman Saturday workout. All right, good morning guys. Welcome to Saxons Strongman Saturdays. So today we're doing 5 movements. We're going to do yoke carry, a sled pull and push, carry with that red heavy metal thing. It's about 100 pounds. We're gonna carry down and back, and we're gonna do 3 overhead press. Now, the idea of this workout is to do it as fast as possible. We're going for 3 rounds. So you will be tired, and don't feel rushed. You wanna work at your max capacity, but don't over push it. And I'll demonstrate for you now. Let's get to it.
So that's all there is. It's a workout. It's hard. And yeah, good luck.